Our friends, today we are going to discuss about Europe continent. So, Europe continent by size, it is the sixth largest, and by population, it is the third largest continent. The highest point is Elbrus, whereas lowest point is Caspian Sea. Okay, so let's begin. This is Europe map. So now we see this Europe map, but how to learn these many countries easily? So now let us divide this part as northern part of Europe. Let us take it as northern part of Europe. Then let us take this part as the southern part of Europe. So northern part of Europe, Scandinavian countries, let us take it as northern part of Europe. Southern part, the Balkan countries as southern part of Europe. Whereas western part, we can take them as colonial powers which ruled over other countries for a long time. Whereas the eastern part, the erstwhile Russia parts. So in this way, if we divide, then we can easily remember and learn the countries of this Europe. Now, Nordic countries or Scandinavian countries. Just now what I said, Nordic countries or Scandinavian countries. Strictly speaking, Nordic countries are Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Iceland. Whereas Scandinavian countries mainly include Norway, Sweden, Denmark. Okay, you may be shocked to learn what about Finland, but strictly speaking, Scandinavian countries are Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. But nowadays, other countries like Finland, Denmark, Iceland are also added. Now, Nordic countries, these are the countries Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, and Iceland. Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden, Denmark in particular. Generally means we are including along with these Finland and Iceland too. So this is Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and this is Denmark. Denmark. This is Iceland. Okay. So just now what we discussed about Nordic countries and Scandinavian countries form actually the northern part of Europe also. So some North European countries we learned. Now south part. If we move towards south part, Balkan countries. So these were mainly Christian dominated countries, but once upon a time under the Turkish rule. What are these countries? These countries are Albania, Bulgaria, Bosnia Herzegovina, Croatia, Greece, Macedonia, Montenegro, Romania, Serbia, Slovenia, and Turkey. These countries constitute the Balkan countries. So where are they located? So they are located here. So you can find here the Slovenia, Croatia, we have Bosnia Herzegovina, okay, then we have Montenegro, we have Albania, this is Greece, okay, and so on. So these countries, okay, these countries together constitute, okay, Bulgaria, Romania, this is Turkey, okay, all these countries together constitute what we say the Balkan countries. Now let us move to Baltic countries. What are exactly Baltic countries? So we have one Baltic Sea. If you go by the Baltic Sea coast, countries even like Germany, Poland also share the coast of Baltic Sea. But strictly speaking, Baltic countries are mainly three. They are Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. These are called as Baltic countries. So now here is the map. You can see here Estonia. This is Latvia. This is Lithuania. So these three countries in particular constitute what we say the Baltic countries. So now Baltic countries plus, now let us move Baltic countries plus the erstwhile Russian parts like Belarus, Ukraine, and Russia. The bigger part here we have Russia. All together constitute the eastern side of Europe. So the Baltic countries plus these are also erstwhile Russian parts. Okay, so Russia, the bigger portion. We have Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, then we have Belarus and Ukraine. All together constitute the eastern side of the European part. Now what about the western side of Europe? Western side of European countries can be simply remembered as the colonial powers. So those countries from Europe which ruled over Africa, Asia, Latin American and other countries. They are all colonial powers. So they are mainly located in the western side. Of course, here Russia is an exception, but generally they are located in the western side. So Portugal, Spain, France, England, Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, Sweden, these are all also come under the colonial powers. But my main intention was that Portugal, western side, Spain, western part of Europe, France, England, Netherlands, Belgium, okay, these are all in the western side of the Europe. So that's why here we are dividing western side plus colonial powers. So that's why we have to include the Denmark, Sweden and Russia also. Okay, right. So western side mainly we have the colonial powers. Denmark, Sweden, Russia also were colonial powers. They too ruled over other countries. Now next. So here we can find the Portugal, Spain, we have France, we have England, okay, we have Netherlands, Belgium, Denmark, and so on. So these are all the colonial powers. Now you can also remember the countries by their unique or peculiar shapes. Let us take France. France is called as the hexagon. It is a six-sided geometrical figure. So France is generally called as what? Hexagon, the six-sided geometrical figure. Italy is the boot shape. Okay, Italy is in the boot shape. It is almost hexagon. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. What about Croatia? Croatia is like a big C. Okay, if you see its map, it looks like the letter C. Whereas Greece has a unique shape. Okay, it looks like a creature with its head down and tail up. It is like upside down, strange picture. That is Greece. So in this way, unique shapes of France, hexagon, Italy, the boot shape, Croatia, it is like a big letter C, and whereas Greece, an animal which is upside down. Now the flags. Only two nations outlines are shown on their flag. One is Cyprus, another is Kosovo. 7 full 5-pointed stars and 2 half stars are depicted. What is the country? This is Bosnia and Herzegovina. 9 equal horizontal stripes, more or less like USA, Malaysia. The same way, even in Uruguay, we find this kind of stripes. So 9 equal horizontal stripes we can find in Greece. Next is an yellow sun with 8 broadening rays, a very peculiar and very unique flag, and that is Macedonia. A white crescent can be seen on red background, and that is the only European country, that is Turkey. Only two nations in Europe have square shaped flags. One is Vatican City, another is Switzerland. Most of the flags in the world are rectangular. Exceptions are there like Nepal. But Vatican City, Switzerland have square shaped flags. King George VI awarded George Cross to this country, and that country has shown this George Cross on its flag. What is the name of the nation? It is Malta. Golden crown can be seen on this country's national flag, that is Liechtenstein. Cross of Saint George, Saint Patrick, and Saint Andrew are shown, popularly called as the Union Jack. It is United Kingdom. So through flags also we have learnt, or we can learn some countries' names. This is theory. Now we can also classify in another manner monarchies. So there are countries in Europe which are following monarchy, whether it is constitutional monarchy or complete monarchy, but they have their king or the queen as their heads, maybe nominal in some cases. Number one, Norway. We have Sweden, Denmark, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Spain, United Kingdom, Liechtenstein, Monaco. So these countries have monarchies in their countries. Now another classification. This is landlocked countries. Now whenever you are doing this work, you need to have an atlas with you so that you can study simultaneously. So it is not simply listening and believing. You have to test. Landlocked countries: Austria, Andorra, Belarus, Czech Republic, Hungary, Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, Macedonia, Serbia, Switzerland, San Marino, Slovakia, Vatican City. These are all landlocked countries. So this is another set of countries. You see how we are classifying. So these are the only ways. When you question your mind will start giving the answer. Otherwise there is no reason. There is no other way to learn. 4 countries, this is another type of exercise. 4 countries bordering with each other. I have given few, but these are not complete. This is not complete. Okay. So there you can find another such sets of countries. This is few examples I have given. Take for example the Belgium, France, Germany, Luxembourg. These 4 countries, if you see in the atlas, they share boundary with each other. Means Belgium shares boundary with France, Germany, Luxembourg. Luxembourg with Belgium, France, Germany. Germany also touches Belgium, France and Luxembourg. This is what actually the exercise. Another such unique example is Belarus, Latvia, Lithuania and Russia. Okay, right. Next is Belarus, Poland. Okay. So when I say Poland, so you might be thinking, sir, it doesn't connect with Russia. So don't forget, Russia has a smaller part called as Kaliningrad Oblast. Kaliningrad Oblast that touches Poland. The main part of Russia doesn't touch Poland. So that's why Kaliningrad Oblast, the smaller part of Russia which shares boundary with Poland. Next is Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia, Montenegro and Serbia. These are 4 I have done for you. Now you try to find out, are there any such sets? Yes, there are. Okay, please try on. Now most neighboring nations means a country having maximum number of neighboring countries. Here the best example is Russia. So Russia has borders with Ukraine, Belarus, Latvia, Estonia, Finland, Lithuania, Poland, Norway, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, China and North Korea. Now question comes, sir, what about the remaining 2? These 2 are not completely recognized by the international community. Some countries have recognized, some countries have not. But these are still under question whether they are considered as independent sovereign nations or not. And these countries are Abkhazia and South Ossetia. Abkhazia and South Ossetia. So in this way, most neighboring nations for a country is Russia. Now it is not over. Now the same way you need to try that what are the other European countries which share boundary with maximum number of countries after Russia. You need to have a try. So I am a teacher. My work is only to ignite your mind, but not to give completely everything A to Z. Now what is this? This is slow crow bow mo ko. Okay, very interesting, no? So now you see the formation. Slow for Slovenia, sorry, crow for Croatia, bow for Bosnia, mo for Montenegro, and ko for Kosovo. So slow crow bow mo ko. Okay, this is also one way to remember, and they are from west to east located, left to right in simple language. Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Montenegro, Kosovo. Slow crow bow mo ko. Now we have another also how we can remember these countries, that is F E L L. These are from top to bottom. These are from left to right. This is from top to bottom. Fell. Finland. Okay. You take Finland, and now you got it. Estonia. Estonia. Latvia. And we have Lithuania. Okay. FELL fell from top to bottom. These are from left to right. Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Kosovo. Slokrobo and FELL fell. Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Montenegro, and Kosovo. Okay, now let us move. River Danube flows through four capitals of four different countries. That makes Danube a unique river. Two capitals are connected. I will give you example later on. But river Danube connects four separate capitals of four separate countries. They are Belgrade, Bratislava, Budapest, and Vienna. So Belgrade, Bratislava, Budapest, and Vienna. So four separate countries' capitals are connected by river Danube. Now other prominent capital cities located on the rivers include Tirana, Albania's capital, on Tirane; Brussels, Belgium's capital, on river Jenne; London, England's capital, on river Thames; Seine, it is Paris, sorry here wrongly printed, so river Seine is Paris, capital of France. Next we have Berlin, Germany's capital, on river Spree and river Havel; Rome, Italy's capital, on river Tiber; Warsaw, Poland's capital, on river Vistula; and Moscow, capital of Russia, on river Moskva. This is another interesting feature. 10 seas of Russia. Russia is surrounded by 10 different seas. Chukchi Sea, Arctic Ocean, Barents Sea, Bering Sea, East Siberian Sea, Japan Sea, Kara Sea, Laptev Sea, Okhotsk Sea, and White Sea. So these are 10 seas of Russia. Capital cities on the coast or a riverine ports. They include Amsterdam, Antwerp, Copenhagen, Istanbul, Baku, Lisbon, London, Oslo, Reykjavik. These are prominent examples. Now let us see capitals almost rhyming like the country's name. Andorra's capital, Andorra la Vella. Luxembourg, capital is Luxembourg. Monaco's capital, Monaco. And San Marino's capital is San Marino. Now, what is this? Here we have a very important question that England, United Kingdom, Britain, so many names actually are used. Now, what are exactly these? So here you find this is Scotland part, this is England. You can see the lines demarcating. This is Wales, whereas this part Northern Ireland, This is Republic of Ireland, means Ireland has two parts. So instead of saying this a country, we can say it is a country of countries. So United Kingdom is like a country of countries. Now we will give the complete clarification. When I use the word British Isles, that includes Ireland, means both Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland, plus Great Britain. So what is this Great Britain? So what is this Ireland? Now let us see. Ireland here means Northern Ireland plus Republic of Ireland. Great Britain, when I use the word, it means the England, the Scotland and Wales. Okay, so Great Britain, England, Scotland and Wales. Ireland means the Northern Ireland plus Republic of Ireland. Now when I use the word United Kingdom, it includes only this part, Northern Ireland. Republic of Ireland is separate independent country. So United Kingdom means the Northern Ireland plus Great Britain, means England, Scotland and Wales. So how to remember this United Kingdom? You write NEWS, news, N for Northern Ireland, E for England, okay, N for Northern Ireland, E for England, W for Wales and S for Scotland, NEWS. So if you remember earlier what we discussed, slow, crow, bow, mo, co plus FELL, fell, and now NEWS. This is what. Anything which is working, it is a technique. If it is not working, simply skip. So British Isles, Ireland plus Great Britain, Ireland, Northern Ireland plus Republic of Ireland, Great Britain, England plus Scotland plus Wales, United Kingdom, Northern Ireland plus Great Britain. Simply to remember by NEWS. N for Northern Ireland, E for England, W for Wales and S for Scotland. Okay, this is United Kingdom. Clear? Now Denmark. Denmark, even though looks small, but it comprises of three separate countries. One is the Denmark, the mainland, and there is Faroe Islands, and another is the largest island in the world, Greenland. Okay, so Denmark, Faroe Islands and Greenland together make what we say Denmark. All are parts of Denmark. Now Yugoslavia, the former Yugoslavia. Now we don't find this word on the map. So Yugoslavia is fragmented into pieces, splitted. Now what are its divided parts? They are Croatia, Bosnia Herzegovina, Serbia, Slovenia, Montenegro, Macedonia, and Kosovo. Okay, these are the countries. So Yugoslavia is divided into, splitted into Croatia, Bosnia Herzegovina, Serbia, Slovenia, Montenegro, Macedonia, Kosovo, altogether 7 parts. Okay, now let us move to, this is what a controversial question. So this is the map of what we say Turkey, right? This is Turkey. So now what is the question? The question is exactly right below the Black Sea you can find this huge country called as Turkey. But here you could see another smaller portion of Turkey. This is smaller portion of Turkey which is part of Europe. Okay, whereas the bigger part of Turkey where I have written the letters Turkey, that is a part of Asia geographically. Okay, now what is then this red colored part and what is this part? Now let us understand the details. Okay, this is what exactly a student wants to know. Okay, this is theory, but this clarity is important. Now I am giving the clarity what are these two, whether Turkey is in Europe or Asia. There are two words, geographically and politically. If it is ruled by or is a part of, only ruled by, take for example I have given Denmark, Greenland, the best example. Greenland geographically as a landmass it is in North America because it is almost in the North America, whereas it is under the rule of Denmark. So politically it is in Denmark. Okay, now the same way let us see the Turkey details. The red colored one which I have just now said, that European Turkey is known as, yes, this is called as a Thrace. What is its capital? Its capital is Istanbul. Whereas just below the Black Sea, the major portion of Turkey which is called as Asian Turkey, it is called as Anatolia. It is also called as Asia Minor. And what is its capital? Ankara. You see Anatolia, A for Asia Minor, A for Ankara. Okay, what better way we can remember? Okay, Anatolia, Asia Minor, and its capital is Ankara. So Turkey has two parts, European part Thrace and Asian part of Turkey is Anatolia. Okay, right. European Turkey, Thrace, Istanbul is the capital of European part. Asian Turkey is known as Anatolia. It is also known as Asia Minor and Ankara is the capital. Now let us move to CIS. So we use the word Russia, Soviet Union, okay, then USSR, Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, okay. So they stayed under one umbrella because of their socialism or communism. That's why they all formed a group. But when they got divided, Russia was the major portion of the countries. But for Olympics, what they have done, they wanted to get or contest unitedly. So that's why in Barcelona Olympic Games, you will not find the name Russia. Instead, you will find the word CIS. What CIS stands for? Commonwealth of Independent States. What is this Commonwealth of Independent States? Is a group of Russia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Belarus, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. Today, all the names which end with stan, they form integral part of Asian side. Remaining, of course, are in the European side. Okay, and some are like half Asia and half Europe also. Okay, now this is just I have given a clarity that what is CIS. Okay, whether it is Russia or it is group of countries. So we have given clarification. Now Iron Curtains. So during the World War time, the countries like Albania, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Hungary, Poland, Romania, these were all under Russia's influence, and they were simply referred as Iron Curtains. Albania, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, East Germany, Hungary, Poland, and Romania. Now pigs, that is another group. It is not an organization. They were simply called as the Portugal, Italy, Greece, Spain. Benelux, it is an organization. So where BE stands for Belgium, NE stands for Netherlands, and Lux for Luxembourg. These countries are also well known as lowland countries of Europe. Lowland countries of Europe. That's why Netherlands is famous for windmills. Okay, Benelux. So here we find this is Belgium, this is the Netherlands, who are also called as the Dutch people. This is Belgium, last time they won Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar. Netherlands, hockey power, of course football power too. And here we have the country with highest per capita income, Luxembourg. ArcelorMittal is that steel plant is here in Luxembourg. So this is Benelux. Now what is this Caucasus? Caucasus forms the boundary between Eastern Europe and Western Asia. These are mountains. This Caucasus region is further divided into Ciscaucasus, that is the northern Caucasus. Mainly Russia you will find here in this region. Whereas Transcaucasus is the southern Caucasus region, where mainly Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia we will find to the south part of these mountains. Today, interestingly, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, they are not included as European part. But these countries don't participate in Asian games. They participate in European games. But geographically, Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia are excluded from Europe region. They are considered as Asian parts geographically, but politically they feel that culturally and politically they are very much close to the European part. So that's why this question always crops in the minds of the children. So Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia, whether are part of or not. So geographically they are not shown as a part of Europe. You can take the help of atlas and you can see the list. You will find these countries are excluded. But does it mean like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, how they participate in Asian games, whether Georgia, Azerbaijan, Armenia too participate? No, they don't participate. They participate in European games. Okay, now let us move to Eurozone. So many countries. At present, we are suffering from coronavirus. Corona, which means actually the crown. So earlier we had countries like Norway, Sweden, Denmark. So their currency was krone. Okay, krone, 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 which means the crown. Okay, but as the time passed, time has changed. Euro now is like a common currency, and the countries which have accepted this euro, they come under Eurozone. So these are the countries. I did not read the names, so you can find that these countries constitute the Eurozone. Okay, Eurozone. Okay, right. Next is Schengen area. So what is this Schengen area? So this is like a borderless area where the tourists can travel freely from one region to another region to enable the tourism. Okay, so this is Schengen area. Now let us see what are these countries. Austria, Belgium. So these countries, so Schengen actually is a winemaking place in Luxembourg, where this agreement was signed among these countries, so that a visa free area was created, so that a traveler can easily travel to all these European countries without facing much problem. Schengen area. Next is, let us see by national games. If you go by national games, England's national game is cricket. Russia's national game is bandy. It is also like ice hockey, but ice hockey is played by the puck, but whereas this bandy is played with a ball. Spain has bullfight, very popular one. Scotland, golf. Finland, pesapallo. Whereas Lithuania, basketball. Norway, cross country skiing. Turkey, wrestling. These are some of the popular national games. Now, if you see the FIFA World Cup, this is another way to remember the countries. So, we find that is last time 2018, and even in 1998, France were the winners. Whereas Germany won, United Germany won in 2014, but earlier in the name of West Germany. So 2014, 1990, 1974, 1954, altogether 4 times Germany were the champions. Italy too, 2006, 1982, 1938, 1934, altogether 4 times Italy were the champions. 2010, Spain were the winners, and 1966 England were the winners. So this is by FIFA World Cup men winners. FIH World Cup winners, Federation of International Hockey. So last time 2018 we have seen Belgium were the winners. Then 2006 and 2002 Germany were the winners. 1998, 1990 and 1973 Hockey World Cup was won by Netherlands, the powerhouse. So we find that both the FIFA World Cup won by Germany, and whereas the same way Hockey World Cup was also won by Germany. In the same way, FIFA World Cup and Cricket World Cup won by England, because last time who has won the Cricket World Cup? Won by England, and England won the FIFA World Cup in 1966. Now here you see why we mentioned this, that Olympic Games, if you see that maximum number of games till date, they were hosted by European countries. So right from 1896 Athens, okay, Paris, London, Stockholm, Antwerp, Paris, Amsterdam, Berlin, London, Helsinki, Rome, Munich, Moscow, Barcelona, Athens, London. So London had hosted these three times: 1908, 1948, and 2012. Of course, very soon this record will be equaled by Paris. Paris had hosted 1900, 1924, and in the coming 2020 will be was to be scheduled to be held in Tokyo, but unfortunately cancelled, and it will be held next year. But 2024 Olympics will be again returning back to Paris. Okay, this is interesting. Now let us move to some of the questions. Generally, these questions have to be clear. If you possess an atlas of 1980s or 1989 even, then what is the problem you will find? That Russia. Russia now divided into 15 republics. Some fall in Asian side, some fall in European side. Yugoslavia, there is no more Yugoslavia. It is divided into 7 separate countries, which we discussed. Czechoslovakia, divided into 2 countries, Czech Republic and Slovak Republic. Whereas East Germany and West Germany, a unique example that both got united. Okay, so this is what very much important to know. Now let us see some other facts. Do you know Arctic Circle passes through Norway, Sweden, Finland, Iceland, Russia and Denmark? 0 degree longitude passes through United Kingdom, France and Spain. The largest country Russia and the smallest country in the world Vatican City both are in Europe. Now do you know that the peninsula of the peninsulas is Europe? So here I am using geographical sobriquets, but this is also one way to remember. Finally, our mission is to remember the countries, know the countries, then the map pointings work is to some extent completed. The same way, Emerald Island is Ireland, Island of Ice and Fire, Iceland, Land of Cakes, Scotland, Land of Canals, Netherlands, Land of Midnight Sun, Norway, Land of Thousand Lakes, Finland, Dairy of Northern Europe, Denmark, Key of the Mediterranean, Gibraltar, City of Seven Hills, Rome, Queen of the Adriatic, Venice, White City, Belgrade, Granite City, Aberdeen, Garden of England, Kent, City of Dreaming Spires, Oxford, City of Light, Paris. The same way, due to its economic backwardness, sick man of Europe, Turkey, cockpit of Europe, because the fighting ground, Belgium, many wars have taken place. Breadbasket of Europe, Ukraine. Playground of Europe, Switzerland. Land of beauty and music, Austria. Remember Beethoven. Land of eagles, Albania. On its flag you can find a double-headed eagle. Land of hope and glory, England. George Cross Island, Malta. You need to know that Europe is the 6th largest continent by area and 3rd largest by population. Biggest country is Russia. Smallest country, Vatican City. Longest river, River Volga. Biggest lake, Lake Ladoga. Highest mountain is Mount Elbrus. Now you see Northern European Enclosure Dam, NEED. It is going to enclose all of the Northern Sea. So the dam, actually there are 2 dams, separate dams will be created right from Scotland to Norway, 1 dam, and between France and England, another dam, so that they will totally close the Northern Sea. Otherwise, the northern part of Europe is going to, many parts will be submerged under the rising waters. Now next is the Moscow. It is called as a port of 5 seas because Moscow is on the banks of river Moskva. but that is connected to Arctic Ocean, Black Sea, Baltic Sea, Caspian Sea and Lake Ladoga. So that's why it is called as a port of five seas. Now here I would like to throw the light on that we have Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia. Now it is divided to Czech Republic plus Slovak Republic. And now it will be, it is a long name, so the short form is Czechia. Okay, Czechia, Czechia. So this word will come into use. Instead of Czech Republic, Czechia will be used. We have one country called as Macedonia. So Macedonia, Republic of Northern Macedonia. What is the reason? The name Macedonia has resemblance with a part of Greece which is also called as Macedonia. So that's why Greece objected that name. So that's why Republic of North Macedonia. This name will be used. North Macedonia name will be used instead of simply Macedonia. Okay. Donia. Okay, so one is Czechoslovakia. It's instead of Czech Republic, it will be called as Czechia. Whereas Macedonia, its name will be North Macedonia, so that it will be distinct from Macedonia region of Greece, which also contains Greece famous city Thessaloniki. So that's why Czechia, North Macedonia. You see, this is current affairs. This is current affairs. This is current affairs. So that's why what we need to know is, if these things are not added, then you cannot update your information, okay, regarding the map. So now let us see, after learning these, so what next? Still you want to learn better, then you need to know the seas around the Europe. White Sea, Barents Sea, Norwegian Sea, North Sea, Baltic Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Tyrrhenian Sea, Adriatic Sea, Ionian Sea, Aegean Sea, Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Sea of Azov and Marmara, Sea of Marmara. These are seas. Now peninsulas include Kola Peninsula, Jutland Peninsula, Brittany Peninsula, Balkan Peninsula, Scandinavian Peninsula, Iberian Peninsula consists of Portugal and Spain, and we have Italian Peninsula. Next important straits include the Gibraltar, Bosporus, Dover Strait, Bonifacio, Messina, Otranto. These are some of the famous straits connecting two huge water bodies. Now famous gulfs include Bothnia Gulf, Finland Gulf, Lions Gulf, Gulf of Riga, Taranto Gulf. These are famous gulfs. Now in this way we have tried to cover the European part, and here I would like to throw some light on. If you see the Austria map, if you see like this, take for example, if you take Austria, so this kind of region, okay, so that means this is the mainland and it is becoming a narrow strip of land extending away from the broad part of its country, extending or protruding towards any side away from its broader part. So this kind of region which is surrounded at least two sides, one, at least two sides I said, it can be three also, at least two sides. If this narrow strip of land extending away from its broader part, example I have given Austria, this kind of is region is called as a panhandle. This kind of region is called as a panhandle. Panhandle, handle, panhandle. Okay, panhandle. So I have given one example of Austria, which has towards western side this kind of a panhandle. Any such panhandles you find, there are, you have to try. Okay. So map pointing is not like seeing and copying. As I said, so many things are there. They have to be learned first. Theory. After learning this, I am not teaching you everything completely. I am just igniting the fire, igniting your mind. So 90% work I am doing, so that still whatever is pending, whatever is incomplete, it should, my lessons should generate interest in your mind. My lessons should generate curiosity in mind. Whatever new questions are cropping in your mind, you try to answer. If you don't find the answers, any queries are welcome. Please write to me in the comment box and I will welcome them. Even whatever questions you ask, I am ready to answer them and make the task easy. So here I conclude this map pointing. Okay, hope this will prove very helpful even for UPSC and all types of competitive examinations, even for students. Coming soon, coming next is Africa. Okay, so just wait for few more days and I will meet you with a new map, with new ideas and new techniques. Okay, Africa. So please do subscribe, share and comment, because your subscription, your sharing, your comments will give me a new energy to work still better, with more responsibility and with new zeal. Okay, hoping that you enjoyed this lesson. Thank you very much for watching.